In the quiet corridors of Buckingham Palace, where centuries of tradition echo through gilded halls, a new chapter of royal tension is quietly unfolding. At the center of it stands King Charles III, a monarch who has spent a lifetime preparing for the crown, and now finds himself navigating one of the most delicate family situations of his reign. And just beyond the spotlight, facing growing public scrutiny, is his younger brother, Prince Andrew. This is not just another royal headline. It is a story of pressure, responsibility, loyalty, and the quiet actions of a king determined to protect both the institution and his family. Tonight, we explore what's really happening behind palace doors.
Since ascending the throne following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II, King Charles has made it clear that his reign would focus on stability, continuity, and modernization. He inherited not only a crown, but challenges. Public expectations are higher than ever, media scrutiny is relentless, and the monarchy's future depends on public trust. From day one, Charles emphasized a slimmed-down monarchy, prioritizing working royals and reducing public roles for those no longer carrying out official duties. That decision inevitably brought Prince Andrew into sharper focus.
Prince Andrew's public role dramatically changed in recent years. Stepping back from official duties amid controversy, he transitioned from a senior working royal to a private figure within the family. But stepping out of the spotlight does not erase public attention. Headlines continue. Public debate continues. Questions about his future within royal life continue. Sources close to royal circles suggest that the ongoing scrutiny has created a challenging personal environment for Andrew, one that requires careful handling. And that is where King Charles's quiet approach begins to matter most. Unlike dramatic royal crises of the past, there have been no explosive public statements, no fiery press conferences. Instead, observers note a series of calm, calculated steps: adjustments to living arrangements, financial restructuring, reduced visibility at major royal events, clear separation between official monarchy business and private family matters. These moves are not loud, but they are meaningful. They reflect a king balancing two roles: monarch, brother. And in this balancing act, every decision carries historic weight. Chapter 4: Protecting the Institution. For King Charles, the monarchy itself must come first. The British monarchy has endured wars, abdications, scandals, and sweeping social change. Its survival has always depended on adaptability. Charles understands this deeply. Royal commentators often point to his long apprenticeship under Queen Elizabeth II. He observed how she handled family challenges, always placing the crown above personal emotion in public view. Now, he appears to be applying that lesson. By limiting Andrew's public profile, Charles signals reform. By maintaining private support, he signals compassion. This dual approach protects the institution while preserving family dignity.
Public opinion in the UK remains complex. Some believe stronger measures are necessary. Others argue that family loyalty should not disappear in times of hardship. Social media conversations show divided views, yet one theme remains constant: the monarchy's reputation matters. King Charles knows this, and his measured tone, careful public appearances, and continued focus on charitable work help redirect national attention toward positive royal initiatives. Beyond politics and public relations lies something more human. Charles and Andrew grew up together under intense global scrutiny. They shared childhood moments at Balmoral. They stood side by side during historic ceremonies. They supported their mother through decades of public service. Family bonds, especially within royal life, are layered and complicated. Reports suggest that while Charles has taken firm institutional steps, he has not withdrawn personal support entirely. It is a delicate line.
One of the clearest indicators of quiet action has been financial restructuring. Royal funding has been scrutinized more closely in recent years. As part of his modernization efforts, King Charles has reportedly ensured that public funds remain dedicated strictly to working royals. This reinforces transparency and accountability, values increasingly important to younger generations. Such decisions may feel difficult within a family context, but they align with Charles' broader vision for a streamlined monarchy. The media often amplifies tension. Headlines suggest dramatic showdowns or secret conflicts, Yet palace insiders consistently describe the atmosphere as controlled, steady, and methodical. King Charles does not operate impulsively. He plans, he consults, he evaluates long-term impact, and that patience may ultimately define his reign. What does the future hold? At present, Andrew remains largely outside official royal duties. Public appearances are limited. Major ceremonial roles have shifted to other members of the family. The path forward appears focused on privacy rather than prominence. For Charles, that may be the safest outcome, preserving stability while minimizing renewed controversy. Every monarch faces defining moments. For Queen Elizabeth II, it was the Annus Horribilis. For King Charles, this may be one of several early tests. Handling internal family pressure while safeguarding a 1,000-year-old institution is no small task. But thus far, Charles has chosen steadiness over spectacle, quiet action over public drama, strategy over reaction. Meanwhile, senior working royals continue their duties: state visits, charity engagements, community outreach. The royal machine keeps moving. By keeping the focus on service, Charles subtly reinforces what the monarchy stands for: continuity and duty. This situation is about more than one individual. It reflects how modern monarchies must evolve: transparency, accountability, measured communication. King Charles's approach may become a blueprint for how royal families navigate personal crises in a digital age. In the end, behind the headlines and palace gates, there is something deeply human about the story. A king carrying the weight of history, a brother facing intense scrutiny, a family navigating pressure under the world's watchful eye. Leadership is rarely about dramatic gestures. Sometimes it is about quiet resolve. It is about choosing long-term stability over short-term noise. It is about understanding that the crown is not simply worn, it is carried. And as King Charles continues his reign, moments like this reveal not only the challenges he faces, but the character he brings to them. The monarchy has endured because it adapts, and perhaps in this quiet chapter, adaptation is exactly what we are witnessing. As the palace lights dim and the headlines slowly fade, one truth remains: behind every royal title is a human heart carrying unseen weight. King Charles stands not only as a monarch, but as a brother, a man shaped by duty, bound by history, and tested by circumstances he never asked for. The crown may symbolize power, but it also represents sacrifice, and sometimes painful decisions made in silence. Prince Andrew's growing pressure is more than a public story. It is a deeply personal chapter within one of the world's most watched families. And while opinions may differ, the emotional toll of scrutiny is something no headline can fully capture. In moments like these, leadership isn't about grand speeches. It's about quiet strength, measured action, choosing stability over chaos. The monarchy has survived for generations because it adapts, because those who wear the crown understand that legacy is built not in noise, but in resilience. And perhaps that is what we are witnessing now. Not just a crisis, but a test of compassion, a test of responsibility, a test of what it truly means to lead, even when the world is watching.